Yeah, thank you very much. Hello everyone. Nice place to be here, cool presentations. Very glad to be here. I'm one of the founders of the music technology company. We call us Prolody. We are 4 people from the HKU, the University of the Arts in Utrecht. My name is Braunsdorf. I'm a Master of Music student at the university, and I'm also a PhD student at the Bournemouth University. And I'm a composer for media, I'm a composer for films and commercials, and most of the time when clients are coming to me, they ask me to compose music for acoustic instruments like the violins, the brass, and the woods. But there are 2 things, I think most of you can recognize this. One thing is that the deadline is tomorrow, and the second thing is we don't have too much money for it. So, and most of the time it's a combination of these 2 things. So, when I have to do a composition then for violin, I'm forced to use synthesis models of the sounds. And at the end, a lot of people in this business are creating the sounds with, for example, sample libraries or wavetable synthesis or physical modeling. And what I recognize is in the last years when I'm composing for these clients, 50% of my time I'm composing. That's what I want to do. But the other 50% I'm so-called humanizing. So I'm drawing the expressionists, I'm searching for the key comments, I'm searching for the articulations, and it's not the job I want to do. I want to compose, to focus on composing and not on tweaking the sound that it can sound realistic. A second thing I mentioned was that I'm composing for the MIDI keyboard, for the physical structure of the MIDI keyboard. And then I'm composing like chords for violin, but that's not possible for violin. And a third thing I mentioned was I'm composing for the sound of the sample library. So what sounds for the sample library best and not for the instrument? So what I decided was, and it sounds a bit hypergrid, how can I automate the humanic features in a system so that I don't have to spend too much time in fine-tuning and humanizing the sound. So I want to present you 2 demos. The first demo is, both demos are short versions from Saint-Saëns Danse Macabre. And the first one is performed with the help of a MIDI, very famous MIDI sample library. And someone did this in 30 minutes. And the second version, the first violin of the second version, is performed with the help of our software, with our violin. So let's give it a try. So this was the first version, only MIDI performances. The second one now, we use the background, the pizzicatos, but we will change the first violin, and now it's performing with our synthesis model, and it took me like 3 minutes to do that. To give you an example, is what we are doing basically is to compare it is to a voicemail. So when you are, and I will show you in an example, this one. Oh, I cannot move it down because it's too high. Let's open it one more time. So when you are actually calling a friend of you and he's not picking up his phone, you receive a lady and is repeating his number. And it's an example in the Dutch language. So in the Netherlands, you can hear something like that.
0, 6, 5, 8, 8, 2, 3, 3, 6, 6.
Our system will do this.
06 58 82 33 66.
So basically what we are doing is this. We are adding context to the system. So in our system, the synthesis model and the sounds know where they are in time. They know if they are at the beginning, in the middle, in the end. They know what was the previous sound, what is the next sound. So they know what the adjacent notes or numbers are. And it's now it's coming from up bow or down bow. And in the other model, it's coming from 0, it's going to 1. And what we are creating is a kind of sample library, but also a kind of humanic library with all the features and parameters how an instrumentalist will interpret the piece of music and how he has to perform the music. So I give you a 1-minute demo also of a prototype in Max MSP made by Milan van der Meer, my colleague, where you can see how you can compose very quickly with a directly good end result and get more inspiration. So the next step for us is this is a small demo with a lot of recordings and models and more things. So it's now a Max MSP page, and we are willing to develop this in a standalone, or what we wish is to collaborate with DHW makers to implement it directly in the DHW. We are searching the whole time for composers and testers who also are dealing with this problem, namely just spending time as what you want to do is composing music and not programming the sound to become more realistic. And we are searching also here in the whole time for partners, people who are interested in investors, incubators, to help us to make this product becomes realistic and to get it to a higher level. So if you have questions to us, my partner Alexander is also here the whole time. Please contact us and talk to us what you think and what you want. And that was my presentation. So thank you very much, and yeah, have a nice day here in Umeå.
Thank you, Dennis.